Today's video is a charity shop haul, just a small one. This was over 2 days actually from a couple of charity shops, mostly Bernardo's, the drop-off one. One day I actually was invited for lunch and to a sort of gathering that I used to go to, but they've moved. This is one was at the community centre, but they've moved. They temporarily got somewhere else, so it was a bit of crafting, a bit of chat, lunch and things like that. So I bided my time and I bought a few bits, and then the second time, the next day, I was meeting a friend. We went to again the charity shops, and we then went and had a cream tea. So like I said, it's just a small haul, but I like to sometimes have a chat and sort of state why I purchased the items. It might not always be clear. So the first one is this one. Now, how I thought about this was £1.50. You'd pay £1 for a frame anyway from say Poundland, but I love the picture of this eel, and this will either, it could go in here, it could go in my lounge, maybe more autumn with those black shelving I've got, because with the white and obviously the colour of the L, this metal work. It could also go in my kitchen, my dining room. It can go in quite a few rooms, as my decor sort of goes from room to room anyway. And I will probably keep this up for more autumn time, but I'm really pleased with this. Sorry about the reflection on the camera, but there we go. So that is that one, and this was £1.50. So that's the first one. I'm doing all of them that I got on this particular day. I got 2 books. I'm sure this is the one our granddaughter was asking for. I got to check, but it doesn't matter. It can stay here if she's got it at home. The Gruffalo's Child. And as I say, most of these books don't look as though they've been read or used that much, but I know she likes the Gruffalo, and this one was 40p. I have found the books a little bit more expensive, if you can call 40p expensive. What's the retail on it? £6.99. But I know you used to get quite a few books for £1. It depends on how much they have a particular stock, and I've mentioned this before. Sometimes they reduce the DVDs. They had gone up in price, but previously I've been in a couple of times, it was like 10 for £1, things like that. So that is that one. So I'm gonna have to pull out probably a few, but I was saying to my friend I like these thinner books because they don't take so much room. I'm sure I've got this the right way round. Yes, I have. This is Horatio's Bed. This one was also 40p, and I keep saying this, I love the illustrations. These books I will not be cutting up, they're too good for that. And as I say, once her granddaughter's finished with them, sometimes she takes them home, sometimes they get left here until she's read them a few times, and then I either drop them off at the charity shop again, or the bookshelves that are in the centre, and it's like a book exchange. So there's a compartment where you just slot the books in, and then you can obviously pick a book out or a couple of books, and there's no costing of that one. So that's the 2 books. Something that I wouldn't normally purchase is these sort of little ornaments. Whether I keep this for myself, I don't know. I actually purchased it for a granddaughter. This one was £1, which I thought was really good. Obviously Pinocchio. I've got, when I was buying a lot of the Disney movies 10 for £1, I've got Pinocchio. So I was going to put this little ornament with the Pinocchio DVD and maybe a Pinocchio book if I come across one, which the 2 days that I was going to the charity shops, I haven't found the Pinocchio book yet, but I'll keep an eye out for it. It's one of those things, as I say, sometimes it takes me a little while to get the components together if I got an idea of something, but if you are not in a rush and you have, you know, sort of ideas what you want to do or put things together, then you can. So this is Pinocchio, and I think that is really sweet, and that was £1. You know me and wooden items. I want things for my sort of tier trays and everything, and this one was actually £1.50. It's obviously the stag, and is it stag and a deer or baby? I think that's right. But I just love anything wooden. It's not that big, so there's a lot of different places this can go. I've got those little wicker shelving that's propped up near my back doorway, and you know I have wooden items on there. So, and also I've got my tier tray, and I do have a lot of quite flat wooden bowls, so I can do little decor pieces like that. So there's that one, and then the last item, which is 2 of these, were £1.50 each. Oops, leaning on there, is these are actually wooden. I like things like this because there's 2 of these, let's put it that way so it's more clearer, because I like to sort of put things on height, and I have got some wooden bowls, also a candle, or even like I've got a wooden apple and things like that. I haven't actually got it in front of me, but this is wooden. I wouldn't use this, but I'm just giving you an idea. Obviously it's propping things up so it makes it higher, but I would have some obviously more circular and things like that. So I have got wooden things, and I've got wooden bowls and everything, or pillar candles or whatever, so you could have things like that. And it would have been nice if I could get a 3rd one, or there were 2 different sizes. I'm not capable of cutting one of these down, and I wouldn't want to, but these were £1.50. So for £3, I didn't think these were too bad. And as one of my pottery ones, that's about, a white one is about that high, it is actually broken. There is a little nick out of here. I noticed that, but I still wanted the pair, and I'm not too bothered about that because you can just turn it round like that. So they were £1.50 each. So that was the first time I went to the charity shops. Right, the second day I went, this was the drop-off one. I'm hoping this is going to be complete. This was £1.50. It's 500 pieces, and it's the Prime 3D puzzle, and it's DC, as you can see. So I'm hoping that this one is going to be complete. The box looks in really good condition, so you never know with some of these items, unless you can safely see that it hasn't been opened. You never know if it's going to be complete or not. So there's this one, and it's got like the sort of what do you call it, picture, you know, 3D, that's it, 3D image. I don't think this is actually coming up, but you know, whichever way you sort of do that is to how it comes across. So that's something for my son and I to do that one, and that was £1.50. I also picked, this was up, let's do these 2 books because these were from the same, no, this was from another charity shop. Yeah, that's right, that was only the drop off Bernardo's, the jigsaw I had to figure. This was Bernardo's, but it was the one that's further down, and this one was 25p, which I thought was really good. And as I said, plenty of pictures and not too much reading as well. So that one was 25p. And the other book was The Blue Rabbit. This one was 50p, but honestly the illustrations are absolutely gorgeous. I've said this before, how I like illustrations and some of the books. It's very muted, but I do like it. And even my friend said she liked the pictures as well. So that's that one. And then the last item I've got, which I got from that same one, is this. It's actually 0 to 3 months. It's this dressing gown. It was £1.50. It's got this little panda bear, but I'm hoping this is going to fit one of her baby dolls, or even a teddy bear that we've got here for when she stops. It's just this very sweet little dressing gown. So it is actually a baby's one, 0 to 3 months, but I thought it will fit hopefully one of her dolls or teddy bears. If it doesn't, it can obviously go back to the charity shop. It's got little sweetheart on there, and then it's got the hood like that. I think it's really sweet. But it also came with a pair of little booties. Looks like the booties were never actually used. And there is the panda as well. So there's a slippers as well. So what I'm planning to do is, because I know I've got a queue of my videos, I've just got to check and edit some of them. And I've got a list of videos that I'm trying to do, so I might be doing 2 or 3 today. They won't all be uploaded obviously in one day, but I've got a couple of videos that are going to be done over a few days or even a week, like the projects and all the pieces that I've said that I've bought from like the Works charity shop and things, to share what I'm doing with them and things like that. So it might be one of those, or a couple of those videos might be over a week. So it'll take me a week to get through things, especially if it's painting, things like that, and then I'll share it when it's all put together. That makes sense. So I'm really pleased on the little pieces I've purchased. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.